We got a new puppy. Look how cute she is. Oh, and she's so precious, you guys. So, we got a new dog. And I wanted to take the time to introduce her to you guys and tell you a little bit about her and her story, because I'm sure you'll be seeing her in lots of vlogs and lots of videos. And it's a sweet little baby. So as many of you know, we lost our fur baby last year in December, and we have just been taking some time to grieve that and just process it. I felt like I was starting to get to that place where I am ready to get another dog, but just felt like conflicted because I was still grieving. What really pushed us to go ahead and just do it was our other dog became very depressed, which wasn't like it wasn't a problem in the beginning, but it was kind of like expected, I guess. But after a couple months, she still she would sleep in her bed upstairs with us, and then she would come downstairs and sleep in her bed. So she would just sleep in bed all day. She didn't want to go outside. She didn't want to run and play outside. We would try to take her for a walk, and she would refuse to go for a walk. So after a few months of that, we're like, okay, like she is missing her sister. She needs, you know what I mean? Mia, our dog, like she needs somebody. She's lonely, she's depressed, she's not getting better. If anything, she was just kind of slowly regressing back into being like more self-isolating, more just leave me alone, I don't want to do anything but cuddle. So we were talking one night and we're like, when the time's right, the time's right. I'm not against getting another dog. When the time's right, the time's right. So we just glanced one night. We're like, let's just check petfinder.com, because that is where I found Mia at. And you can type in like what breed of a dog or a cat you're interested in, and you can put in applications, and it can connect you with rescues. And I seen this little cutie patootie. And I was just, oh my gosh, she's so cute. And me and DC were like, oh, let's just inquire about her. We weren't like super serious. We're like, let's just check. And they emailed me back that they had tons of applications for her, that blah, blah, blah. There was no need to, because I asked if I could fill out an application. And they said she just had so many, like there's no point, basically. But when I was doing my research on the rescue that rescued her, I really liked them. And so I was like, well, let's just go ahead and do an application. They can just keep it on file. I didn't think we were going to get her, but I thought it wouldn't hurt to keep it on file. That was Friday. I filled out an application and sent it to them. And then Friday night, like at 10 o'clock at night, they called me, because it's from a different town. They called me and they were like, hey, we know we said we had a lot of applications, but we really like yours. Do you want to come meet her tomorrow? And I was like, what? Because I didn't expect that we were going to get her, I'm like, yeah, we'll make it work, whatever time. So, oh my gosh, she's like a little marshmallow. You want a marshmallow. Yeah, no fluff ball. Yeah, so it was like 9 in the morning or whatever that I put the application in, and then that night they called us. And I was kind of like, I was curious why we got bumped up, and they said that the lady they were going to give her to refused a home inspection visit, which is obviously a red flag. And then the other thing that really made us stand out, I guess, was that we have a fenced-in yard and we have another dog. And those were two things that they felt like she really needed. So, she's just soaking this up. So she really needed another dog because she got separated from her brother. And she's high energy, so she definitely wants a fenced-in yard. So her story is she was bought from a breeder. Her and her brother were bought from a breeder to this guy. And then for whatever reason, I don't know the like details, but he just couldn't financially like take care of 2 dogs. And he couldn't afford to get 2 dogs spayed and neutered. And I guess that was like his contract with the breeder, that he had to like get them spayed and neutered, and he couldn't afford it. So he just surrendered her. So she got separated from everything she knew and her brother. And then she was put in a kennel. I guess he like kept him in a kennel like all day long. She's never like had a yard to play in. She's never like played in grass. She just spent her whole life in a kennel and a puppy pad. Because when we got her, she like thought puppy pads were where you sleep at. Even on a hard floor, she would sleep on her puppy pad, which tells me there was probably one in the crate, and that's where she spent most of her life. So we went and met her Saturday and fell absolutely in love with her. We asked all the questions that were important to us, like, you know, is she dog aggressive? That was a huge one for us. We wanted a dog that was good with kids, you know, different kids, because different kids are going to be coming in and out of this house. We free feed our dog now, where we just put food in the bowl and then they just share it. So we wanted to make sure that she wasn't food aggressive or anything like that. And, you know, does she bark a lot? Like, we asked all the questions that are important to us. And if you're going to rescue, which I highly encourage you to rescue, make sure that you make a list of everything that's important to you. Because the last thing you want is to get a puppy or rescue a dog, and then you guys just don't match, and then you have to give it back. That's just going to be more traumatizing on the dog, you know. But I really highly advocate for rescuing, because there's so many dogs that need a home. And if you're wanting a certain age of a dog or a certain breed, that is not an issue. Like, you can, a lot of rescues will work with you, and you tell them like what kind of dog you want, what kind of size, what age. You want one that's already potty trained. Like, you can put an application in and they'll work with you and, you know, put you on a waiting list potentially if they don't have, you know, that type of dog available. So I really highly recommend getting a rescue. But we brought her back. She was pretty traumatized. She shook the whole way home. I don't think she was in a car very much, and if she was, it might be like a trauma thing. We've taken her in a car twice now, once when we brought her home and once like a couple days later, and both times were like super traumatic for her. So I'm thinking she's thought we were like giving her back or something. I don't know. But we got her and we love her. She's amazing. She's just the cutest thing ever. I can't stop looking at her. She's puppy pad trained already. I put a puppy pad down just to see what she would do, and she's been using it, so that's good. We're just working on potty training. She loves to run and play. And the other thing too is I don't think she's ever had anything but dog food too, because like I'm trying to give her like chicken and rice and some vegetables, and she's just like never had it before. She's like not sure what to do with it. Yeah, and she loves to play and cuddle and annoy her sister. Yeah, you do, don't you? Yeah. So the name that she had, the rescue said that she doesn't answer to it anyways. They don't feel like that guy probably spent adequate time with her. So we renamed her, and we named her Maggie. So we have a Mia and a Maggie. Yeah. We have a Mia and a Maggie. She is starting to learn her name, especially when she's getting into something she's not supposed to. Yeah, you're so cute. She loves to run and play outside. Oh my gosh, it's like the best thing. Like, and then she'll just plop down on the grass and she'll just smile. It's the cutest thing. Like, she's just so happy, and that like just makes me happy. And we've been for a couple walks. She's never been on a leash before, so we're working on that. We're training. We're leash training. Yeah, we're leash training. We'll get there. She's pooped, she's peed, she's ate for us. And now her sister Mia, our other dog, when we first got her, they got along great the first day. Like, everything was great. Until This little turkey snuck up behind Mia, like crouched down into like a pounce position, and then went for her and like overshot, like missed because she's a puppy and she's clumsy, and plowed face first into Mia's butt. And if you know, a while back in my vlog, I showed Mia had some butt issues. She had an abscess and then an infection, and then she had because she was like straining to poop, it caused a little bit of an abscess. Colon is better now, but she's like really sensitive about that and she doesn't want touched at all. So, Mia was quite annoyed every time Maggie would come over and sniff her butt, which is like what dogs do. Dogs sniff butts. So she's getting better now. They get along good. They play together. They run and chase each other. We take them for walks together. So I'm hoping the older Maggie gets and the less annoying Maggie gets, the more they will just continue to bond. We do have a playpen for her. Get up closer so you guys can see her. We have a playpen that we keep her in at night just because I don't trust her yet because she likes to chew on stuff, huh? And you're so nosy. You're always getting into everything. Yeah. You're so nosy. But she's a pretty good dog. And she has really helped fill that hole that our other fur baby left. She will never replace her. No one will ever replace Mingy. But she's helped a lot to help fill that hole, that void that's been left. And I just love her so much already. I'm just so bonded with her. She's so clumsy. I can't wait for you guys to like see her personality and some video clips of her and just how silly she is. I love, my favorite part about her is her little freckles on her lips. I love that. You're so cute. You are. I gave her a bath and a grooming, and she did great for me. The only thing is like her little toe beans, her little paws are all raw. And I think it's probably a combination of her being in a dog crate all day long and piss and shit. Because the piss can kind of be irritating, like to skin, you know? And then she licks them constantly, or she used to. I've been getting on her and she's getting better about that. And we have some toe bean cream we've been putting on to help soften them up because when you touch them, they hurt her. They're really rough and I don't doubt that it's not causing her pain. So every night we put the toe bean cream on and hopefully they will get better in time. And yeah, this is Maggie. Meet Maggie. I love her so much, you guys. I cannot even. She's a bird hunter. We've noticed that. We've only had her for, oh, shoot. It's been officially a week. Yeah. We got her last Saturday. Oh, no, it hasn't been a week. I'm off. I'm sorry. We've only had her for a little bit less than a week. Almost a week. And she's already learning her name. She knows she knows the words like go outside. She knows like, you know, we're working on like, is it called recall? Like when we're in the yard, like having her come to you, stuff like that. We're working on lots of things. She's learning lots of things. So, Maggie. You're so cute. I just can't with you. You're too much. Okay, well, we're gonna go. Thanks for watching. Bye. Say bye, Maggie.